Yo, what's up? What's happening? Welcome back to another episode of Football Focus Weekly. Naona leo na represent.
Imebidi.
Moto. Football Focus Weekly. Hosted by our boy.
By none other
than HMD Kenan and Ndegz. And my co-host, Ballon d'Or himself, Mr. Kenan and Ndegz.
I'm in the area.
How was your weekend, bro?
Umenibandika mkisi. Weekend ilikuwa poa. Nilifanya tizi mbaya wazimu. Last week we had a few police cases that we needed to solve
here and there.
But
maisha zinakuanga hivyo.
Bana. Sasa zingine unazashanga.
Welcome to Nairobi.
Sometimes you live with people and you don't know like what they're capable of. True. But not family. Family is great. It's just some other people.
Just some people
in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Na yako?
Yangu imekuwa fiti tu. That's all I can say. At least I went to church. Yeah. That's what matters for now. Na tuko December.
When mtu asherehe December?
I love Christmas. Mimi napenda Christmas. I still believe in those decorations, those lights, Christmas tree. Alafu maybe next year tunaweza wapea matching pajamas. Never know.
You are not okay.
I'm okay. But I'm very ready for Christmas.
You're very ready for Christmas.
Itakuwa Tuesday or Wednesday?
Itakuwa
Wednesday.
21st ni saa 2. 22nd Sunday.
Itakuwa Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh shit, karibu nisema I'm very ready for Tuesday.
Very ready for Tuesday. Ilikuwa karibu. You were close.
Yeah. So anyway, let's go straight into United. I have something to remove out of my chest. Bro, hata sijui nianzie wapi. Onana, you've been our best player. Alafu those 2 goals maze. Like a week after nimekuka kwa combined 11 ya Arsenal, nikatoa rare.
Imagine.
Nikakuweka.
Imagine.
Alafu neno unanionyesha, unaniambia hold my beer boy.
Unajua tangu mweke kwa hiyo combined 11 ameconcede bao 5 in 2 games.
Yeah. In a space of 3 days.
3 days. In 3 days.
Lisandro, bro. Like it hurts that rival fans had called. Actually, when ulikuwa unaniambia hapa, height matters. In the Premier League, height matters as a center back. Nakwambia, acha jaba, una hate.
And even last season when Lisandro was bought,
like the first season,
when he was bought, nikaanza kuambiwa, but you guys had Vermaelen.
Yeah.
And you survived.
Naambiwa sijui hata Vidic wasn't that tall.
Yeah.
Bro. Like the fact that we conceded 2 corners. And in a space of 3 days, 1 minute later, we concede another corner. Alafu, 20 minutes before the game started, kulikuwa na clips za United. Kwa nini? Uliona like pre-match warm-up. They were defending corners.
Hiyo ilikuwa game yetu.
Like
hata game ya Forest.
Game zote tangu game ya Ipswich. They normally do that. They defend corners. Corner. So you do a routine 20 minutes later, it gets beaten.
Imagine.
Nini coach wetu wa set piece anafaa kufutwa kazi.
Coach wa set piece ni nani?
Sijui, but wali change yule. So you know we had hijacked one from your team.
Yeah, you did.
You
got the wrong one. You got the wrong one.
Yeah, we got the wrong one. So they interchanged between the team that came with Amorim na him akapewa different role. So
akuchujwa.
Yeah, akuchujwa. So waka nini, like yeye ndio alikuwa the first Ineos signing. Akuletwa na Ten Hag or something. So nani kila compartment, like akasema training side department rather. Venye training juu sasa hakuna time. So training ni each coach will, kuna wa defense, kuna midfield, kuna attack. Then Amorim ata coordinate everything.
All
Yeah, so No, like on paper that lineup ukitoa Dalo weke Luke Shaw alafu utoe Ahmad umsongeshe mbele kwa Garnacho alafu weke Mazraoui hapo, that was our best lineup.
Sorry, say that again.
The lineup that started versus Forest. If you chuck Dalo and you put Luke Shaw there.
I'm trying to open that. I want to see that team. So who started against Forest?
Onana in goal. Licha left CB. The lead central. Euro right centre back.
Yeah, right centre back.
Then
Diallo.
Ahmad right wing back.
Right.
Alafu
Dallo the other wing.
Dallo the other wing. Maino and Ugarte. Then up front Garnacho, Højlund and Bruno. So if you remove Dallo and put Luke Shaw there, then you take Ahmad up front, then Mazraoui anacheza hapo unapeleka
sasa up front ukiweka Diallo na anatoka
Garnacho. So kukue na
umesema Garnacho mbio.
Like Diallo is our best attacker in that team.
Yeah.
So kukue na Bruno, Garnacho, as in Bruno, Højlund and Ahmad as our front three. Then you have in the other four kukue na Luke Shaw, Ugarte, Maino and Mazraoui. Like that's our best team and that's the most balanced team you can put out there.
But sasa suli nemba napenda fullbacks when you're invert. So ku invert but a left-footed player that is a right wing back and a right-footed player that is a left
but
wing back.
But Mazraoui has that capability.
Ya kufanya tu zote.
Sasa shida ni look as in Dalo has been washed. Mainu
Kobe.
Like sijui what happened to him. Okay, we can argue that he's coming from a long-term injury. Long time, 2 months. But he also looks washed. Bruno, I don't know what's happening. Washed. Rashford, but body language, washed.
Bruno alifunga.
But he was washed. Kila mtu game mwenye, like the only person mwenye hiyo game alitoka na his head held up high ni Ugarte.
Ugarte was good.
Ugarte is good. Like
kwanza, I didn't see that in him. The way he assisted that goal.
That guy, Højlund, yeah. He has that in his locker yenye people wana underrated skill, that passing. He was our best player. But other than that, everyone else wauze tu wote sasa.
Give up.
Tumechoka.
Natafuta video ya kona bro. Natafuta kona. Sipati. Yeah, but then that was the best part about this whole week. Ilikuwa, not the whole week, but the last 3 days before the game. The people were saying, oh, Arsenal corner kings, nini. Oh, yes, we are corner kings, but we exposed a weakness in your team. Yeah. And we kept on going back to it. Yes, tulifunga bao mbili pekee, but ukiangalia chances zenye tulipata, like, there was one Nani cleared off the line, sindio?
Zagzi,
another one off the post, another one Onana saved.
Yeah.
And I think it was very clear. Nottingham Forest said, in as much as Arsenal score corners against everyone,
we've seen a weakness.
But Arsenal have seen a weakness that they kept on exposing over and over again. And that's exactly what they did. They literally exposed in the sense of they put 3 huge guys around Lisandro.
Yeah.
Msata kwa na time ya kujump. Like, ukiendelea screenshot yenye yako chini na aso yako juu. Yani, Milenkovic is up.
Ni mkubwa.
Mkono zake zime stretch chini. Mse bado hajatoka kwa ground.
Ako chini.
I was like, hey.
Alafu you'd think we'd learn from that. Few minutes later, they get another corner. Portuguese Grealish anapiga head na piga chuma.
Nani yule kwa nani?
Jota, that's Jota guy.
Ule Jota mwingine. Portuguese Grealish.
You saw that selfie walipiga na Silva, Bernardo. Bernardo took a selfie with him anasema I'm chilling with Grealish.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it's a weakness in that team that, but me kitu inanipea hope ni our manager is seeing what we are seeing and he says it.
Do you agree with what he said? He said something about how his first few months in Sporting he saw this period of where like you have to go through like you have to suffer.
A bumpy ride.
You have to suffer.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? Like, yes, they're suffering and then you come back. Because the reason why I'm asking is because there's some people who are saying, sour, but that was the Portuguese league. This is the Premier League. You could, it's okay to suffer, but what makes you so sure that you'll turn things around?
I agree first because when he came, he did his own analysis, nakatoa data. Now, what we've been saying is what he found out about the team. Atuko physical, na by physicality na mean kuwin duels aerial na ground covering hiyo distance hiyo mobility tenacity hard work hatuna kabisa then
hizo ni shida mingi
possession wise we tend to go direct every time so nikaa tunapata bola alafu tena tunarudishia opponent like we are even with lesser opponents bado tunawarudishia game so unapata kila game ni chaotic end to end hakuna game yenye tunaweza dominate then aka realize pia we have a striker but a striker scored 14 goals sijui next year 6 ama 7
in how many games
like last season Højlund was our top scorer 14
okay goals. So he outperformed his XG
yeah na out of those 14 ama 16 goals assists ni 4
wow
so like tulimcreatea only 4 chances then aka realize pia like we don't create enough through the middle I think Makumi pia said it kwa post match yake we don't like literally our game dependent on players solving their own problems
but in that lineup like the way you set up it's hard for you to come and create down the middle because the people who have the most freedom are your wing backs
but no like I'm saying in the previous tenure Ten Hag,
okay
those were the issues that he pointed out then he said it's not going to be like I'm not promising magic I'm not Harry Potter he said something along those lines I'm not Harry Potter or something like that I'm not going to perform magic
a wizard
but he said we are going to suffer I think we said it here in the first.
That was then. But this is the interview. He did an interview after the Forest game.
Sasa ndio nasema like I'm backing him because he already saw it. He saw it coming. And before the Arsenal game, he said there's something he said about like mvua inaenda kuwa mzito. Tunaenda kunyeshewa. So like he's psychologically preparing United fans akiwaambia we are not yet there. Now you've been seeing those small quotes at the players are good but none like anatumia subtle ways kuambia watu these players are not good enough the latest one saying if you want to win the league you have to run like mad dogs he said United is one of the best teams as in one of the best clubs in the world Manchester United but one of the worst teams we don't have the greatest team assembled right so in a way he's trying to manage the expectations za fans awambie bro in as much as you are United and we have that money this is what you expect number 2 why I back him to do what he did at Sporting when he went to Sporting it was chaotic to a sense that players had left while he terminated players contracts za players 14 or 16 fans waliingia training ground wakachapa players
remember
so nobody wanted to be associated with that team the team was on downward spiral he didn't have the paycheck like the check that Porto and Benfica had so what did he do he went to the academy he told them this is how I want to play so United wameanza kucheza hivyo pia last weekend this is how I want to play akaambia academy coaches cheza hivi akachukua academy kids akachukua a couple of loan players alafu after the first season he finished top 4 he got some money za kuqualify Europe he spent I think 2 million of that to sign a guy from Coventry who right now is going to be sold about 100 million he made akina Matthews Nunes akina Palhinha like those big names he made them out of nothing so he has that thing in him so that's why I trust that he faced that at Sporting it's facing the same at United though this is a big club that global watch but I feel like he's the right guy because in 4 games I've seen identity I don't want him to change nataka tuendelee kucheza hivyo tuchapwe fans waone enyewe in as much as some managers were the problems the bigger problem is the players impe justification the calls he's going to make now I think sahi aendi kurotate squad sana
it's a lot I don't know what to say
sema tu tuko chini
I mean tuko chini this is obvious Nottingham Forest maze you need to give a shout out to them as well they're really punching above their weight They were third in the league at some point this season. Then they faced. Then we beat them.
City.
Then they beat by City. By City, then we were beaten by Newcastle.
Yeah. So I thought the
momentum had abated. But I think nowadays, whenever they go to any big team, they sort of try to channel the result they got at Anfield. Because that thing has imewasaidia sana. Hiyo result at Anfield imewabeba. Baka sahi, now they are 5th. They are 2 points behind City.
Yeah, but
4 points behind us.
Watachapwa too.
I mean, they will. But you see, hizi ni zile team at the beginning of the season, tunasemanga kuna teams fulani ni relegation candidates. Yeah. Honestly, me, Nottingham Forest was probably one of my top 3 relegation candidates. Outside Leicester, actually no, let's say top 4. Because the teams that came up were my favorites to be relegated. Leicester, Ipswich, Southampton.
Then Nottingham hapo kanisa.
I put Nottingham Forest because I was not seeing Nuno do that thing yet. Haikuwa inakuja, haikuwa sikuwa naiona. And I expected Wolves to be, literally, I thought Wolves will be where Nottingham Forest are now.
Yeah.
Like the other way. But 15 games, you have 25 points. See, they say 40 points is relegation cutoff.
Yeah. So we're 15. So, maybe because of the fact that before that game I saw, Amorim has never lost back-to-back league games in his coaching career. I think he did that once.
But the thing is now kukuja Premier League, bro, those records are bound to be broken.
Alafu nikaona ati Nottingham Forest have never won at OT when the last 114 years.
I feel like your record pia imeniniwa mara mingi. Watu wangapi wamekuja kashinda for the first time?
Nikaona nikasema today is the day. This is the day.
Today is the day.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's United.
Yeah, then we had you guys, Arsenal. The Arsenal. Taking on Fulham.
Yeah.
Now watch a game with my mom. Then in the second half, you guys score. So she asked me a very good question. Like every time she has watched Arsenal, the only way you guys scores ni through corners.
Mpaka yeye anajua.
Like kwanza timu zingine kwani zipataki corner.
Aliuliza hivyo?
Do that time I think you were on 6 corners, Fulham had none. Then bozote zenye ameona mkifunga ni corner. Kasema ni anaitanga Saliba Horia. Ndio nile Horia tena amefunga. I was like, okay, pia wewe una notice hiyo kitu. Alafu today is the day. Today I saw a stat.
Today is the day.
Arsenal have created an open play expected goal in 1 of their last 8 Premier League games. Across the season as a whole is 3 of 15. They rank 13th in the Premier League for open play XG.
13th?
Yeah.
Bro, for the whole season?
Yeah, hizo si numbers that it challenges. I'm sorry, but Z.
But
you can't rely. As in, I know, as a manager, if you find something that works for you, you use it. But you always rely on corners only.
No, but majority of those games was without our creative hub.
It doesn't.
It matters. Because you've seen how when Odegaard came, this is the first time we've dropped points since he came back.
Yeah.
Since he came back, we've won all our games.
But it doesn't.
We were so bad. You know, Odegaard has only played, I realized he only played 2 Champions League games this year.
The first one and the PSG one.
Yeah, he's only played 2. Actually, no, he hasn't played he didn't play the first one. The last, when we played last week, was his first appearance.
Really?
Yeah.
Mlicheza na?
I don't know who the one we won 5-1, Sporting.
Oh, Sporting, yeah. That was his first.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
So, I get it. And I've said it many times, we are not creating chances from open play. But since Odegaard came back, if you compare our XG from open play compared to after he came back, it's way different. Bro, we move so much better. Because his first game back was the Nottingham Forest one. The one we won 3-0. And I'm just like, bro, we look so much better with Odegaard on the field. This one, I just looked at it and it was like, Arteta was looking for ways to cover for the fact that we didn't have Gabriel. We didn't have Zinchenko. We didn't have Calafiori.
Yeah.
Partey had to start at right back again. We're really good with Partey starting in the middle, right? We are very good with Partey starting in the middle.
But is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I see other managers, Kama City, when everyone is out, even when the big players are in, you have Pep playing Simpson Pussy in centre back. You guys have someone called Skelly something.
Lewis Kelly.
Why doesn't he play?
He was injured the
Because-
last game. He came back this game.
Because
And there's no he's going to be started.
you are going to face a team like Fulham is a lesser opponent, and as much as they're good, and 90% of the game will be dominated by you guys.
Yes, but
So there'll be less
Fulham
defensive
ran.
work
Fulham
for
ran.
him.
No, Fulham ran.
Yeah, they run,
Like,
but
even if you beat them, you have to beat them through effort. Because last year, the only team, it was one of few teams that we didn't win against.
Yeah.
Because we drew with them and they beat us.
Yeah.
They ran. So there are those teams where if you don't have the work rate, you don't have the legs in midfield. So we had to start Jorginho in midfield.
walianza hii mwaka na nyinyi na wamefunga na nyinyi. Crazy.
Imagine.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you look at the bigger picture, I wanted us to win, for sure. And I don't disagree with the XG, because even me, I've seen it. Like, it gets to a point where we're not creating chances.
Yeah.
Second half, we started creating chances. After we scored, you could see, I think that's something that Arteta has told them, yo, if we score from a set piece, let's use that as a springboard. Let's not go look for set pieces. Because there's some teams come Stoke. When Stoke we were being called Stoke FC. Let me tell you, Stoke used to be so bad. They don't create, they never used to. They were so good at set pieces. Very good at set pieces.
Watafuti set piece, wanatafuta throw in kwa final third.
And throwing.
Yeah.
So they never used to attack to get set piece. You see, for us, corners come because we've attacked well.
Yeah.
Right? You attacked well, the ball was kicked out to a corner. So we can also score from there. These guys, I'm telling you, there's a time Stoke was so crazy. Defenders used to kick for corners rather than kick out for throwing.
Yeah.
Like, you're a defender, I'd rather face a corner versus Stoke than a throw-in, you know? And that's what I think Arteta wants. Arteta wants us to try and create chances from open play. But last resort, if we get a set piece, we're also dangerous from that. So you as an opposing coach, you have to be wary from all angles. You see, with Stoke, we were only wary with set pieces. We were not scared of them they can possess the ball and kill us. In terms of open play, football, whatever. So what I'll say is I agree with that start. It's very damning. It's not title challenger caliber start.
Yeah.
But after we scored the corner, I saw a change in how we played. I saw a difference in approach. People were attacking more. People were... Trossard had a shot that was saved. Martinelli came on, caused havoc on that wing, in as much as I don't understand how you can be offside and you're seeing the whole line. Like, we are going through a phase where it's like we have to prove to ourselves that we can go back to create chances from open play, you know. But it's a strong weapon. It's a very strong weapon, but we can't depend on it. That much I agree.
True.
Hatuwezi depend on your weapon. But it's better to have it than not have it. That's the thing. Yeah. Because the times when Odegaard was not around, I remember we won. We were winning
Spurs.
games or winning games. Then the time we started losing. Now Bournemouth, Newcastle. After people figured us out, they're like, let's just mark Trossard out of the game and there's nothing these guys can do. Something like that.
Alafu plus something that I've learned ni sahi kuna theater doubling, tripling players on Saka.
Yeah, Saka gets a triple up.
Yeah.
And then, now because it's not Ben White who's used to doing the overlapping
Overlaps.
run, it's Partey. So he has to come short every time. Which, I mean, everyone has injuries, so I'm not saying that's the reason we lost. But we didn't have the legs to beat Fulham on the day. We didn't do enough to beat them, honestly. We didn't deserve to beat them on the day. Those guys ran. Bro, Marco Silva is like
So
the work rate of those players.
I have a few questions for you. And number one, do you think if Enzo Maresca and Arne Slot finish above Arteta, it's time for him to leave?
No.
Number two.
I've answered your first question. No.
Yeah.
Second
Number
one.
two, if he doesn't win the Premier League, or the Champions League, do you see this season as a failure?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because you've knocked on the door for so long, right? No one has consistently, even Liverpool did not sustain. They sustained.
There were
maybe
two. United came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool did not
It was interchanging.
sustain more than two proper years.
Yeah.
With Man City. Yeah, we've done it for 2. This was supposed to be the 3rd.
And this was supposed to be the best because City wako chini.
City wako chini. That was my next point. My next point was that City are now not doing well, so you have to take advantage. But the other thing that is starting to show in our team is that, you remember the first season we never had injuries.
Yeah.
Arteta broke a record of playing the same 11 for almost half the season. Literally, the same team would play week in, week out.
Like you'd predict.
You'd predict our lineup every time. at some point that also catches up to you. You can't do that forever. So you have to figure out ways how you're going to compensate for when players go out and stuff. And then we were the best defense in the league last year, and you added to that defense. You added Calafiori, and then Timber came back. So
And also second or third best scoring team.
yeah, so you expected our defense to be like, okay, now we are sorted. Now we've added to something that was great. But then you couldn't anticipate Calafiori getting injured.
Rice, straight red card.
No, the red cards those are our fault. Those ones we'll take. So even if the refs gave us, we'll take. That's our own doing.
Yeah.
You couldn't predict Zinchenko not being there for a while because he's still cover, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't predict
Odegaard injury.
Odegaard injury. You couldn't predict Calafiori injury. You couldn't predict the fact that you lose members of your back four at the same time. Like literally at the same time, everyone is injured.
Yeah.
You couldn't predict that. And you have to find a way to stay within touching distance when these things happen. Because that's what the best teams do. All those years Ferguson won 13 Premier Leagues, I think maybe only 3 or 4, it was straightforward from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Especially the last one, where it was like, we're winning from beginning to end. But many times, the guy faced challenges. Everyone faces challenges in the course of a season. So how do you adapt
He
to
actually
it?
won a couple on the last day.
Yeah. So how do you adapt? How do you adapt to the changes that you face? You have to find new ways to be innovative. Okay, let's go put Partey right back. Let's see how he does. How are you going to cover in midfield? Then Merino got injured. When now when Partey is there, you expect Merino to be in the middle because you've also bought him. So injuries have played a part, but also it's not an excuse because everyone has injuries. I'd say Liverpool are the ones who've not had a major injury. Now they have Konate out, but they haven't had a major injury. So everyone is suffering. So you have to find a way. You just have to find a way to keep winning,
Another question. Do you think this is a 2-in-1? Do you regret not signing a striker? Then do you think Havertz will be the guy leading you to the
promised land?
Yeah.
Havertz, he'll be a key player when you get to the promised land. He will be a key player. I don't know in what role yet. That's the beauty of someone like that in our system, is that he can either play in that midfield role,
versatility.
He can play up front. You never know, right? And then what was the other question?
Do you regret not signing a striker?
I feel like it would have been great, but honestly, which strikers were there to be signed? It's only 2.
Gyökeres, Isak, Højlund, Zagzi.
No, it's only Gyökeres and Šeško.
Ambia watu you are
And
in
Šeško.
for Zagzi before you went to United.
But that guy was not going to help us.
Yeah, but
We need a
watu-
goal scorer.
We don't need
another. We don't need another person who wants
Gabriel
to
Jesus.
build up. No, we don't need build up. Build up. We have too many people, right? Who want to be part of build up.
Yeah.
It was either Gyökeres or Šeško, because I've seen Šeško play, and I'm like, this guy, like he does so much that would help us. He's good in the air. Definitely is an add plus from how we play set pieces, right? He's athletic, works in our favor.
Good career.
Presses high,
Yeah.
presses proper. Carries the ball.
Yeah.
He can drop down and help the midfield and then go back and like he does
Very
all those
clinical
things.
and he can shoot with any foot.
The other player who fits that profile, Gyökeres, really fits that profile, right?
Plus running channels.
And running channels. Problem is 100 million. It was not going to happen. Isak was not going to be a minimum of 100 million as well.
Yeah.
And then, mind you, us guys were already in trouble with FFP the previous year. That is why Raya, when it was signed, it was a loan
Yeah.
that was made permanent. So there's no way this team was going to spend a lot of money. That time you're trying to replace, you're trying to show up the midfield because we needed midfield cover. Hey, we really needed it. Really, really needed it. And we needed, knowing that Fabio Vieira is going, knowing that Smith Rowe is going, knowing that Nelson is going on loan, you needed cover there in midfield. Then you also needed to show up the defense because you can't expect that team to play week in, week out. They were already doing it.
Mungechukua Martial for free.
That's a Martial.
That's what ambitious
So,
teams do.
yeah, striker. Obviously, we wanted a striker, but sometimes these things happen and you don't end up signing because the market was difficult. Look at Man City. Man City needed another striker. They needed another midfielder. Definitely needed a midfielder. And I feel that's something they're trying to do because why will they be in for Declan Rice when you were trying to sign them?
Yeah.
See, they bid for him.
Yeah.
And now when I look back, I'm just like, if Rice was in that team now, like he would have been playing on the left side of midfield alafu sasa hivi le Rodri mumia wangemleta saa nyuma they would have just been seamless. So you see they had the foresight to do that, but they looked at the market, they were like, yo, there's no one who fits this profile that you can afford at this moment. Then Alvarez leaves late in the market, and then every team knows that Atletico has given you 120 million. Was it 120?
Yeah.
It was
190 something. I think
it was 100.
96.
90. I mean, it was around 100.
Yeah.
Every team in Europe knows now you have 100 million. Who is going to? Which team is going to say at you, we're going to accept only 20 million? So they were like, we're going to be stingy. Then Barcelona said, Gundogan, you can take Gundogan if you want on a free transfer.
Yeah.
Your former captain, who played as a false nine for many years and won many titles with him. So obviously to them it was a no-brainer, rather than press the trigger and do a transfer that doesn't make sense. It was a tough transfer market for many teams. Liverpool did not sign anyone. The player they signed, they signed one person who's
Injury prone.
constantly injured. He's still injured now, right?
Yeah.
Many teams didn't sign people. Who did Chelsea sign? The keepers. They signed the keepers.
Keeper, they signed Sancho, Neto.
Sancho loan. They signed Neto permanent.
Neto, yeah.
Then Sterling had to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like many teams were, I don't know, there was just something about this transfer market.
Even for United, I think we wanted 2 midfielders, but the other profile, we didn't get one in the market. So Casemiro had to stay. Then we needed a striker, but we went for Zaxi.
I feel like Zaxi will be a good squad player.
He's a good player.
He'll be a great squad player,
He's a good player.
actually.
Yeah, but anyway, mko chini na mshindi league.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying?
Speaking of Chelsea.
Chelsea. I said no noma.
Nini, Rosalind uliza ati, hey, you to knew about Chelsea. Did you guys just come up with that? I wanted to lie and be like, we're creative.
To create your kid.
Akamwambia tu azi, hiyo ndio chant yao.
Crazy. Kitu pekee linibua kwa hiyo game ni nilikuwa captain Jackson. I felt like ilikuwa game week ya differentials na not everyone will go for him as captain,
especially after Everton Liverpool game.
Yeah. So I felt like the spaces in behind Spurs, Venyums who make some runs at as exploit. Na they'll try to stop Cole Palmer, so he'll be creating away from goal.
Na pia alifunga hat-trick last season.
Yeah, so it was a no-brainer for me.
Plus,
I think he scored wakicheza Stamford, something like that. Those sure. But it was a no-brainer for me. I'm going for Jackson. Yeah, but he didn't give me returns. But oh boy,
you know who's my captain?
Cole Palmer. Yeah. Ulikuwa my captain Salah, but the Cole Palmer alibia match with Legacy celebration. It's time we call him out.
For those of you who don't know Matthew Tegisi, tell them.
So Ballon d'Or Tegisi is a striker number 9 who plays for Shabana. Yeah. But your celebration Cole Palmer limkopi.
Absolutely 100%.
Tutakuwa na evidence.
Absolutely 100%.
Tutakuwa na evidence.
Absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
Tottenham were really poor.
Very poor.
They started well. I was shocked. I was like, we, this Tottenham is back.
Mi niliona tu ilikuwa smoke screen. Juizo bao zote zilikuwa mistakes.
Honestly, after I saw Romero na Nani wanaanza, I had a bit of hope. Nikasema, ase, nili predict 4-1.
Ilikuwa
predict 4-1.
Yeah.
Will you predict?
Sikuwa, but
What was your prediction in your head?
Chelsea will win 3-1.
That was what you felt.
Yeah.
I said 4-1, but I didn't expect Spurs to go 2-0 up. And also, I didn't expect Romero to play. I didn't expect Mickey Van de Ven
It
to play.
felt forced.
It was forced because
they got injured.
Romero could look like he couldn't even run.
Yeah.
Actually, you know how he got injured? When he did that Kabak heel in the box.
Yeah.
That Kabak heel, and I was like, what are you doing in the box? Kumbe, the guy just couldn't run. He couldn't actually pass or run. He had to do that move. And then he goes down a few 10 minutes in, bro. Like you've been out the whole season. And then this is the worst part of the season to get muscular injury again. Jusasa
run of games.
Mkona game Thursday, mkona game Sunday. Mkona game kesho next week, midweek.
So
mnaingia Christmas period.
Tena unakuwa cautious. Juu kitoko kimbie tena unaweza chukua na ingine. So
sasa ni kama waliharakisha sasa vibaya.
But we have to give credit to Enzo Maresca first for the second half sub. but for how Ali set up the team, no one expect, like, kumekuwa na a lot of questions. How can Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo play in the same team with Cole Palmer? Like, wote. Now somehow he's doing the party role kwa right back, right? Alafu the fact that they went 2-0 down in 11 minutes and they still managed to come back and win. You'd credit for them. Venye Spurs who press.
Wazimu.
Yeah, plus uko away kwa enemy territory. So you're going 2-0 down 11 minutes. Iyo game inakaa nika auta win. But they still came back and I felt like Sancho played well. Hadi kwa interview he said that I have a couple of people to prove wrong. I feel like he was talking to Ten Hag.
No, he's talking to you directly.
No, he's talking to you. He's talking to Ten Hag. Mimi, talent-wise, I've never doubted him. The only problem I had with him ni attitude. Like, sema tu pole, it never hurts. Ataka you are right or wrong. Just respect authority and move on with it, right?
Alafu, nikikugetia gift Christmas, nikupatia viatu za kukurea, utachukua?
Nachukua nauza. Ziko na jina yake.
Dada tanunua.
Ziko na jina yake.
Fans wote tena.
Zi unaeka eBay.
Say, but the first sleep, okay, sleeps happen. I don't know why. Every time I see someone sleeping against Chelsea, I always remember Gerrard.
Yeah.
Always. Like every single time.
Steve G.
And then it happened. And then I was doing the live. Then as the second one happened before the goal enters, I'm like, bro, go change your boots. It's not too late to change your boots. It was too late to change his boots. The second one just came in. And then anakimbia huko anakimbia touchline. Sasa wamemtolea boots wakamwekea kwa line. Hawataki hata ni kama walikuwa. It's like maybe they told him na hako anasikia.
Yeah.
Wakamwekea kwa line kama ndio hizo vaa. Alafu sasa anafanya hivi ni kama I don't know what has happened. Your boots. What do you mean you don't know what happened?
Zilikuwa na nut. I don't know what happened, but
ulena picha yenye alipost.
Sorry Blues.
Alafu boots ameka kwa takataka. Mseni mjinga. Alafu but he came back with an assist.
Yeah.
So Sancho's cooking, bro.
He cooked that team, especially the second half.
If we do another combined 11 and Sancho is not there.
That was a crazy game. The nutmegs, the combination play, something that he didn't have in United. United alikuwa tasked to defend. So these are traits za Sancho. I feel like in Chelsea the manager understands how, like, anajua kumprofile right na pia anampe ile support. This is the same Sancho that was supposedly ill a few weeks back. But ajarudi na attitude, ameperform, anacheza fiti, the team is playing for him at times. Sancho is not good defensively, we all know that. Na anapeana output, anafunga, ana assist, ana create chances.
Lakini nani akona work rate? Neto.
Yeah, Neto has a crazy
Neto
work rate.
akona work rate. I was seeing Neto defend all the way back. I'm like, hey.
Plus kuna chance ingine hapa alimiss. Palma ameshoot, keeper akapunch, alafu Neto anataka kuteka an extra touch. Like hiyo ni kitu na connect to direct. But they came back, they won deservedly. In as much as the kulikuwa na Navi ending, Giobo ya Son. But I feel like
by the time Son was scoring that goal, it was
hata ile yenye wanasema ati alimiss, in as much as he missed it, ingekuwa offside. Udoji made intentionally wanted to play that ball na he was offside.
It's my destiny.
Yeah, so Destiny Udoji, yeah. So they are cooking. For me, they are, in as much as they don't believe it yet, I think they are in the title race.
I love it.
Say they are 4 points behind, right?
Say it again.
Say it again. Chelsea are in the title race.
You were not saying this thing about us last year. So I want you to say it about Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm saying Chelsea are in the title race. Simply because ukiangalia fixtures zao za between now and sometime in Feb, they are playing teams zenye ziko bottom 10.
The only thing I'll say is, from experience, 2 years ago, when Arsenal were about to win the title, we had 51 points after 18 games. We were the youngest team in the Premier League.
Yes.
And one of the youngest teams to be leading the Premier League at that point. Youth becomes a factor.
Yeah.
And
pressure. Yeah,
the pressure comes and you have to find ways to deal with this thing week in, week out. So you have to prove that to us, you know.
I think the way they are going to prove right now they have a huge squad, right? Games ni crazy. Sai kila mtu anacheza.
Like, the next few, until maybe January, let's say even between mid-January.
Like what
do we have the break in January?
No.
Ama ilitolewa?
Ilitolewa, hakuna break.
Si wako aje.
Time ya break ni FA. So
si kulikuwa na break last year?
Yeah, but say hakuna. Yeah, last year it happened. I think it's because Queen alidedi lini.
There was a break that was given.
Yeah, but it was selective. Do you remember United playing? You guys were in Dubai.
Yeah, so one team played. 1 week, one team played. 10 teams played. Another week or whatever teams.
Yeah, even. So ndo nakwambia this time I don't think iko. Ni just a difference ya nini ya fixtures between the Christmas period. Yeah. But what I'm saying about Chelsea ni...
The mid-season break has been removed from the calendar to allow a mid-August start date for the Premier League. In recent seasons, one Premier League round of matches has been split in two to allow every team the opportunity for a break close to the halfway point of a grueling campaign.
Yeah.
So wakitoa ni itafanyika?
Sasa itakuwa, kutakuwa na games throughout.
But...
Kwanza nyinyi ndio mnafungua mwaka, I think. You're playing first 25th.
Nakwambia teams zitasafa.
So ndio nakwambia
this
Chelsea
period,
a huge squad,
a huge advantage.
Yeah, a huge advantage. Plus sasa unajua nisipo perform kuna mtu atakuja perform. So every game you go to give your 100%.
I think I'd say the one weak point with Chelsea right now.
The defense na goalkeeper. Actually goalkeeper.
No, that right back position. Because ideally they're supposed to be rotating Chris James and Malo Gusto.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why Caicedo is playing there is because they know they have cover in midfield.
Yeah.
But if he plays right back, it gives Malo Gusto enough like rest time because Malo Gusto still comes on and plays the game.
Yeah.
Because previously they would alternate Kukurea, Malo Gusto, Rhys James for that
and
wing.
Vega,
and then Chilwell and Vega.
Yeah.
So for you, when you have to remove one of your best players and put him in another position, it's sort of something we're going through, but we don't have the depth that Chelsea have.
Yeah.
Where you're removing Partey and now you've created another gap. You've removed him to fill another gap, but you've created another gap. But those guys have Lavia and Enzo who can play there, you know.
Yeah.
So they have a big advantage. Big advantage.
I definitely think they're in the title race. Come on, dark horses.
Me, the thing is, I wanted Chelsea to beat Tottenham because Liverpool, ataki Liverpool wende mbali sana. It's good when they have pressure, someone there. Then catching Liverpool is not catching Man City.
The reason
I would
why,
much rather chase Liverpool than City.
The reason why I wanted Chelsea to win, especially after you guys made draw, ni to emphasize my hate on Arsenal. Ikuweka catalyst. Imagine Chelsea won the Champions League, wakaenda Banta era, wakarudi, wakashinda Premier League, Champions League, wakarudi Banta era, wakamaliza number 14 sijui 13, wamerudi wako mbele yenu na nyinyi ndio mko phase 7 ya project yenu. Mimi nataka tu washinde league mbele yenu.
Na hiyo time yote nyinyi mmekuwa Banta era.
As in what you've achieved in your best era, we achieved it in our Banta era also.
What? You went
finishing second. We finished second.
You went a whole season unbeaten.
No. In like right now, what you're doing right now, we have already done it. We finished second under Mo, Pepa Kashinda. We finished second under Ole with Daniel James, Pepa Kashinda League, right?
Those are two different managers with two different squads.
Yeah, but
it's the same squad, still going.
See, you've spent 700 million. What I'm trying to say, those two managers never spent a lot.
Which ones?
Ole.
Wait, bro.
Bro, we finished second with Igalo. Odion Jude Igalo.
Ole didn't spend a lot.
Nah, he didn't.
Wait, next topic.
Yeah, so next topic ni CE. My guy Rico Lewis got a red card, which
Rico!
I think it was a bit unfair because the end Kanyagwa, but it's City, so we take it. Alafu, na asishike Nelson and Ruto musishike.
Ruto with two T's.
Things are coming so fast for them. They're not believing. Like, this is the first time I'm watching City and I think, oh boy, City iko beatable. Like, wako na bahati, wako Europe, wako Manchester. Juu, that defense facing a front three of Ezekiel Omuri, Brian Mishira, Maju Tegisi.
Ballon d'Or.
Wait. Crazy. Like, City looks so beatable. I don't know why. But there's so much spaces in behind. Sijui mbona wako compact. they made Mark Hughes something look like Prem Ozil. Bro, I never know that.
Will Hughes.
Yeah, Will Hughes. That assist.
What are you saying?
Like, I never know he had it in him.
Didn't I tell you there's certain players in this league you need to look out for? And Will Hughes was one of them.
Say, like, in as much as I know he has a power left foot, but your game alikuwa ana move ka Ozil, bro.
You've never watched Will Hughes play?
Like, I've watched him play, like, but that game, unajua City say they are so bad that they make everyone look.
Let me tell you. No. Will Hughes, regardless, even if they were playing badly.
See, like, I've watched him from Watford.
Will Hughes is a bad
Yeah,
man.
he's a baller, but he moved slow.
That guy
this game, like, the first 20 minutes, Palace deserved to be 3-0 up. Actually, they missed a lot of chances. Hizo chances zenye wakipea another team who are a bit clinical, they'll scope. Alafu say they are susceptible to counters.
City.
Yeah, like they look so bad. I don't know. Wanakaa tu mbaya.
Nani? Pep alikuwa anataka kuvunja mtu nje. Ilikuwa nje restaurant ama ilikuwa wapi?
Manchester kwa street.
Last
I think it was after the FA nini.
He's showing more fight than his team, eh?
Yeah.
He's showing more fight than his team.
Next, he has to play United without Ricoleus.
Without?
Yeah.
Or Champions League this week?
He got a red card.
Yeah, see, but I'm saying it's Champions League. I thought it was EFL Cup. This week kuna EFL Cup ama Champions League?
Kuna Champions League, but Sunday anacheza United.
Kama kuna EFL Cup suwa suspension inaweza serve.
Zizi kuna EFL.
EFL ni next week.
Sisi wako EFL?
Wako hata by the way.
Yeah. As in that, I feel like that point, at that game, Palace felt how you guys feel after drawing. Like we lost 3 points. City walikuwa happy they got 1 point.
Do you think they were happy with the point?
Yeah, like definitely. Ukiwapa hivyo wanachukua. Palace had clear-cut chances that they missed.
Miss watch game. Nilikuwa katika pilka.
Clear chances. Like your game, the first 20 minutes, ingekuwa 4-0. Hands down, 4-0.
So then what happened like
so the first goal ilikuwa tu Matheus Nunes amecross keeper akahesitate. Unaona zile zenye kama ile Boyonana vs Chris Wood. So Hendo was like nitoke nisitoke. So ku make decision akatoka halfway, ball ikafikia Haaland akahead.
Mad keeper wa Man U.
Then Palace played well. They nullified City. They didn't have a lot of chances.
Unaniangaliaje hivyo? Si Hendo ni keeper wa Man U.
Second half Palace scored from a corner. They like City had the ball, but Palace were creating chances. Then somehow Ricoleus scored the second goal from a mistake that Palace wanted to build from the back. But Ricoleus akajipata kwa nini?
But that ball, I saw the goals though.
Yeah.
I saw the way that was set up by Bernardo Silva and KDB.
I wanted him to play the United game na acheze right back.
Ndio.
Sasa si ndio aanze kufanya hizo vitu zake alafu upatane na Rashford.
Rashford mwenye aanze game siku hizi.
Game kama hizo ndio anamkanga. I think ndio player mwenye akona GA mingi kuna verse top 6 currently.
The thing about City is, and for me personally, I love watching teams going through rough periods, because because you see how they because the one thing we know for a fact is that Pep is not being fired.
Yeah.
Normally rough periods like this, Ten Hag fired. Sijui who fired? Emery fired.
Arteta fired.
Arteta stays. So people get fired during these periods. But then to see a team that's been so good for so long, how is he going to come out of this one?
Yeah.
And how he's trying to tinker in midfield. Your midfield. Kila mtu amecheza midfield. Hakuna mtu anacheza hiyo midfield.
Next naona akiweka John Stones.
When is he fit?
I don't know.
So anyway, my point is I'm still watching. I'm not ruling out City. I am not going to be dumb and rule out City. But at the same time, I feel very bad we didn't win this week. This is our chance. This is our chance.
Say it to their chest.
Do you know these guys? They're only 2 points behind us.
Yeah.
Na vile si tunaenda sasa tukidraw moja so wako mbele.
And they have won 1 game since October.
Now wakidraw ni hivyo. But October they were 8 points ahead of everyone. They were 8 points ahead.
No. They were walikuwa 5 points ahead of you guys.
5 points ahead.
Yeah,
Then there was a game where if they won, they were going to go 8 now.
but they lost.
They
Sasa hapo
lost.
ndio
Nini ilianza, hiyo run ilianza. So, I mean, I'm happy. I like seeing City going through this.
Everyone is.
But from a football fan perspective,
You want to see how
I
this
just want to see
bounce
how they're going to get out of this one.
Yeah.
That's what really. These are the moments when legacies are broken or made. You know, like we were going through a rough part, and these moments are reasons why coaches like Sean Dyche are legendary, or Sam Allardyce. Things are going so bad. These guys just find ways to galvanize the team, and you don't even know from where. Yeah.
Pia Kovacic ako injured.
I see.
They
They're
have
really
a
going
lot
through
of
it.
problems.
They're really going through it.
But we love it. The fact that Mourinho now responded to Pep. Mimi nilishinda zangu 3 safi. Ni sina cases 150. So yeah, wajibambe.
6 card.
Yeah, so that's it about Man City. Then we go to Espania, where Ndegz team, Real Betis, Balompe, was facing FC Barcelona. Like everyone expected Real Betis, Balompe to win, but they dropped 2 points.
Where did they drop 2 points? At the Estadio Benito Villamarin.
Yeah.
Our home stadium.
Exactly.
Yes.
I expected Lo Celso to cook that game. He scored.
He cooked.
Plus he scored.
He cooked.
I also expected Isco to cook that game. He somehow, because of the rivalry, of course. Then Hassan Diao also was expected to do something. I've watched him. He's a good kid. He scored. Now, the same issues we've been pointing out. Barca need a fullback.
Yes.
Barca need a fullback.
Yeah.
Kunde won't take you anywhere. Love sahi sasa Hansi Flick was complaining, got a red card. Wakaenda sijui kusema itolewe. Like, and I found out about that rule. Was this last season? When was Casemiro getting red cards?
The year before.
Yeah, the year before.
Yeah.
Ndio nilijua rule that ukienda alafu lose your case wanakuongeza game.
La Liga ama Premier League.
Like football. Kwa laws.
Oh, when you go to appeal.
Yeah, if you go to appeal a red card. Ukilose unaongezewa game. So initially Hansi was supposed to face 2 games, right?
Yeah.
Then I saw kwa a Barca outlet jana that they lost the appeal and is now looking to face up to 6 games.
What do you mean 6 though?
Like a kind of 6 games they lost the appeal. Na unajua Barca sasa wana do. So like you can't even bribe anyone. Alafu say I think unaona sasa bad things are happening for them right now because Real Madrid we have 1 game in hand. Now if we win it we go above them. 3 weeks ago these guys were 9 points above us. Right? We lost last week versus Bilbao.
Yeah.
Mbappe is going through a heartbreak.
Which heartbreak?
Yeah, he said aliachwa na manzi yake, so that's why he's not performing.
Oh.
Yeah. But I mean, Barca, something's wrong. I don't know, but something is wrong. Things are not clicking. It's either wamekuwa found out the highline ama Gegenpress wamechoka. It could be either. But something is clearly wrong with that team.
My turn.
Yeah. Your take. Your hot take.
Okay, I'll start with the game.
Yeah.
Betis, we are going through it this season. Hey, this season we are suffering, bro. We are suffering. So the fact that we actually played against these guys and played so well, I need to give Nani credit, Pellegrini. The way the team was set up.
Well.
The way the team was set up. We set up to just
stop the attacks.
Frustrate them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even the game that Barca played last, it was against, I want to say Mallorca. Was it Mallorca?
Yeah.
It was Mallorca. Mallorca's goal, when Muriqi scored for Mallorca, the way they scored that goal is that someone ran from deep.
Yeah.
Someone ran from
run.
deep. Yeah, someone ran from deep because these guys are all playing a high line. Who was it who ran from deep? I need to find that guy's name. Maffeo. Maffeo was the right back. Maffeo came all the way from right back, and ran past the high line. And that is how they beat the line. Then, Mallorca, the rest of the game, what they were doing is that they were now trying to make the strikers break the offside trap, which doesn't work. Even if you depend on strikers to beat an offside trap, they will always get caught offside.
Yeah.
But if you ask your midfielders to make those runs, it's very easy to beat that trap. Betis did that consistently, and we had runners from midfield. We were not joking around. People were. Who was this? Who was my man of the match? My man of the match.
Lo Celso.
No, it wasn't Lo Celso. It was Altimira, number 16. He missed that. That's the one. He had the chance that Lamine Yamal cleared off the line.
Yeah.
Then he had the header, the one that the ball came, and then he headed the ball and it went across the post. He was everywhere, and he's their holding midfielder and our holding midfielder. And he was coming from deep.
Yeah.
He was coming from deep every single time.
Spanish Kante.
And then he's left-footed, so he can also go to like the wing. Then they will say, that educated left foot. Yena kichapa cross kuna ile follow through flani msana eka mguina baki hivi juu.
Kama Odegaard.
That boy, yeah. That boy is insane. Like he was so good on the day. Then obviously the penalty is a penalty. I don't know what this guy is arguing. Like it's quite obvious. The thing is, you're allowed to bump someone in the D, but the guy made foot contact first. He stepped on his boot, the boot came out. He then hit the back of his leg, and then now that's where comes Kuma. Clear penalty. So
Effects of corruption.
there's some things, hata kupata red card. Unajua, afadhali mimi nipate red card and red card ya, as in it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't worth it for Hansi Flick. Like it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Then who else had a big game? Yeah, Lo Celso was really good. Really, really good. His deliveries obviously scored the penalty. And this like we are going through it. But this 2-2, and the fact that I predicted 2-2 before the game, I was just like, I felt bad inside because I really wanted Betis to win. Also, it's good if Barcelona win because of our affiliations.
Yeah.
But I'll take the draw. I'll take the 2-2. Vitor Roque is the one who was missing chances. I don't even understand why.
Of course, you can't score
He
against your
was-
parent club.
Bro,
Something I saw
he
about
was missing chances.
game ya Arsenali, there's a 1v1 that Emil Smith-Rowe got. Alafu ana control ball kutoka out of like badala ako goal side ana control ball kuja nyuma. And nikasema huyu boy anapenda Arsenal. No way a top professional does that. Kuna control okay. So
And
Vitor
then-
Roque on loan from Barca, so it's expected.
And then the other thing is that I think this was maybe the second or third game in a row where we're playing opposition. Barcelona is playing opposition, where there's a former Barcelona player in that team.
Yeah.
It has happened so many times with Barca. Mbaka I'm like, hey, when you say, how big is La Masia? Like, if you think about it, because of the Mallorca game, I think Mallorca had 3 players, if I'm not wrong.
Kwanza mimi kitu nanibamba ni
Mallorca kulikuwa na 3 players. Nini?
Victor Roque.
Yeah.
Rocky was supposed to, is it Rocky or Rakui or Rocky?
Vitor Roque.
Yeah. He was supposed to come to United. We had scouted him. But when he talked for back. Akaenda kula bench sasa yako loan Betis. Angekuwa Prema anachapa kazi yake safi.
No, it was Celta Vigo.
Anafunga Arsenal.
Celta Vigo, there's Moriba.
Mingetha.
Moriba?
Yeah.
Mingetha. Moriba.
Iliax Moriba.
And someone else.
There's something he said about Messi.
And Marcos Alonso, obviously.
Sijui Messi alimwambia sijui
Alonso.
abaki akamwambia jidishi, something like that.
But Moriba is a baller.
Yeah.
That kid is going. That's like the next Yaya Toure.
Yeah, he
They
said he knows his worth.
He
He's
looks
back
like-
at a bench.
He looks like
The
just
first
long
person
strides.
to tell Messi jidishi.
Yeah, but yeah. All in all, man, this
Good pressure.
we deserved it. We deserve it.
I think it's good pressure
Also,
on Barca.
I need to give a shout out to Ruibal, 19-year-old who came off the bench to assist the last
cooked.
goal. Yeah, he cooked to assist the last goal. Yeah, Ruibal was really good as well.
Kunde is not comfortable on the ball. I saw a lot of
No, but we need to give him credit.
Fish,
He was that assist,
mistakes.
the run he made for the assist.
Yeah, true. He has
Juu
that in him.
Ball ilitoka kwa Yamal and then it was Pedri or Gavi. Ilikuwa nani? Ilikuwa Gavi. Just one time. Straight. That cross was you need cross your fullback.
Yeah.
If Dalo made that cross, you'd be like, wow, what an assist.
That's how know what they vibe. You're killing them.
Okay, mama.
So that's it about Barcelona.
Yeah, but things are looking shaky. Things are looking bleak. After you've just gotten the advantage and Real have lost, now you've given it back to them.
Now it's a nice.
Did Atleti win yesterday?
Yeah, 4-3. It was a nice game.
I watched until halftime. I left it at
The best game of the weekend.
I left it at 2-1.
Griezmann akatoa shati.
I left it at 2-1 when Nani had scored. Lucky Bacchio.
And that other striker, they are
And Alvarez goal. Alvarez goal, the one that was disallowed.
Yeah, Sevilla's goal, the second goal, that was a prime Ole goal. 1, 2, 3, bow.
Yeah. No nonsense.
Hakuna siasa mingi. Yeah, I love that about them. Yeah, so we go to
there was a time Luke Bacchio was making a run on the wing. And then the commentator is like, look at him. He's not even looking back. I was like, bro, just say it. He was right there. He did say it. I was like, bro.
He's not looking back. Look back you. Yeah, so go straight to the predictions. The Premier League.
Wait, hatuna champe?
Sasa si tunafanya as in champe.
Tuanze na Premier League.
Ndio umalizange.
Sawa.
On Saturday, early kickoff will be at 6 in the PMs. When this snow now is coming down at the Emirates. We have Arsenal taking on Everton.
Yes.
Who will have rested for 14 days.
No, 10 days.
14.
Played midweek.
What?
They beat Wolves 4-0.
Oh yeah.
Midweek.
For 10 days.
Yeah.
Personally, they are a boogie team for you also. It doesn't matter kama go home and away. I'm away. But I think you'll prove too strong for them. Itakuwa the corner derby.
Yeah.
Because both teams ni wanoma kwa corner na kwa set piece. Hizo ndio so
our calling card.
Yeah, so games zitakuwa zachezewa kwa corner flag. Kila team itakuwa tafuta corner. But I'm going for Arsenal win a cool 2-1.
I will go for a 3-1 win. There's nothing much to say. It's a corner derby because I don't know which Everton is going to show up. This is the problem with Everton.
Yeah, true.
I don't know which team is going to show up. But then after you guys beat them 4-0, now they won't come and be turned over. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So it will be a bit difficult, but we'll figure it out.
Then at the Anfield, we have Liverpool taking on Fulham. Adama Traore.
Traore aliambia nani I'll come back for you?
Lisandro.
I was ready.
I actually want to be bold for this game.
You want to be Ten Hag?
Nah, just bold.
Okay.
One thing about you guys that I love is the way you defend compactly. You are so compact. So hard to break you down. Now, one thing that you actually ushasema that Fulham has runners. Now, one thing that Liverpool haven't convinced me yet, there are some spaces somehow they leave in behind. Now, considering the fact that Konate is injured, now McAllister won't play this game because he was supposed to play to miss the Everton game, but it didn't happen. So the yellow card will be carried forward in this game. If we don't know what happens in the Champions League, now I see watakuwa amerest. Fulham will give them a good game, in as much as Liverpool wako Anfield. Na as a kisi tactical, I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
I think at some point it will be 2-2. I think at some point the game will be 2-2.
I'm going for a 2-2
but
draw.
I still believe Liverpool will score a winner like in the 80th minute. Like those were late winners because I'm telling you these games are coming quick.
Thick and fast.
Quick. So teams that are getting rest. So like now Fulham will have a week rest, right? So they will give them, just from a physical perspective, just demean yourself physically. And I don't know who's Liverpool playing in the Champions League.
I think Girona.
Kama ni Girona.
Yeah, wanaenda Spain.
Girona, who are currently 9th in La Liga. I mean, it's a tough fixture, but not they're expected to win. Yeah. So we have a team that will be coming and facing a Fulham team that will have Marco Silva will have had a whole week to plan for this game
and to rest.
But Liverpool still have more talent, they just have more firepower, more things. But they will give them a run for their money. So I feel like yes, at some point it will be 2-2. But Mo Salah No one else. The
Mo
king.
Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the way.
Yes, the king Mo Salah to come through. But even them, they've rested, if you think about it.
Yeah,
Because
they
now they've
have.
had a week rest.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 3-2 Liverpool.
2-2. Next, we have Newcastle taking on Rude Leicester at the St. James Park.
Another rude awakening
Yeah.
for
Newcastle.
what's the guy's name? Newcastle. Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
They lost, yeah? Why am I forgetting who they played? Who did Newcastle play?
Same. I don't know. Brentford. Yeah,
Brentford, they lost 4-2.
Yeah. At the free scoring.
At the free scoring. Hey, Bemos.
Bro, they have the best home record. They have scored the most goals at home.
How? Like, and the first 3 games of the season, they had the worst XG in the whole Premier League.
Yeah.
Well, not the worst, but they're one of the worst, or like bottom 3.
Walikuwa hapo na United.
So, Mbemo hasn't been the same since he met Batas.
And Ronnie.
But
Yeah,
he
so
was
I
cooking.
think
Even Visa was cooking.
I'm going for a Newcastle 2-1 win. Just because they'll need to bounce back from the results they had.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's hard. It's hard for Leicester to go to St. James's Park. Especially with, I know they had a 2-2 draw. I know they won their first game 3-0 against West Ham. But they still concede too many chances. They still make a lot of mistakes on their own. So, nikawa najimaliza tu. So, yeah, I think I'll agree with you. I'll go with the Newcastle win. And Harvey Barnes, former Leicester man, to get on the score sheet at some point.
At Molineux, we have Wolves taking on the Tractor Boys.
The Tractor Boys! Combined harvesters, eh?
Yeah. Wawekezaji.
Wawekezaji.
Amani.
Wa mali ya umma.
Farmers kwa Kiswahili ni
Wakulima.
Yeah.
Ai, wawekezaji. Cheki umse. So, Wolves versus Ipswich. Ipswich, maze. They had a very good chance to win a game at home.
Yeah.
And then Bournemouth just... I don't expect them to win away from home. And Wolves deserve results. Wolves versus West Ham hasn't happened, so we don't know what has happened. But chances are, one person will not have a manager, West Ham or Wolves.
Yeah.
So I will go with the Wolves win. Because either way, Wolves will have won and they're building up, or new manager bounce.
Same, I'm going for Wolves win 2-1.
Wolves 3-1.
Then we have Nottingham Forest taking on Aston Villa.
Hey! Sasa au ndio sasa nini? What is a forest in Swahili? Misitu kweli kweli.
Bwana misitu.
Yeah. Running in the forest. Run, forest, run!
Running in the forest.
So,
Nottingham.
Forest win, bro. Forest win.
I'm going for Villa win.
I'm not a believer in Aston Villa. You made me not a believer last week.
Yeah.
When you told me about Emery's problems.
So I have to go for Villa to revenge.
Revenge for who?
Duran.
Revenge for who?
For us.
You guys are not special. The world doesn't revolve around you.
It does.
It doesn't.
I'm sorry, but it does.
It doesn't.
It does.
Let's go with a Forest win. Like we need a Forest win. I need Chris Wood to extend that record. You know, Chris Wood is the top scorer for Crystal Palace in the Premier League.
Yeah.
For Nottingham Forest in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And the other names in that list are Stuart Pearce. I saw Stuart Pearce. For those of you who've watched football long enough, Stuart Pearce is there. And there's another black guy that
Johnson's
I've watched.
dad.
Which Johnson?
Brennan Johnson.
Is it Brennan Johnson's dad?
I think so.
No, there's another one. Top scorers, Nottingham Forest. Mbona nasahau jina. And both of them. So these two players, the second person I can't think of, but the two of them, the last time they scored together was the last time they beat United.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On the same day,
Poetic-
Chris Wood broke that record.
Poetic justice.
Yeah. Poetic justice. I'll get that name because now I can't find it. Top scorers in the top goal charts. I say me. Anyway, yeah. Comment section, guys. Comment section.
Then on Sunday, we have Yankuba Mintes Brighton
Yay.
taking on SS Crystal Palace
Eberechi.
at the Amex Stadium. I'm going for Brighton win. Just simple as that. It's a derby.
Which derby? Brighton Palace is not a derby.
It's a derby, I think.
It's the Zebi.
Let me check. As you give your...
It can't be a derby because Palace are from London. Brighton are from South Coast. Brighton was South Coast. Nika kusema Shabana na Bandari ni derby.
This... Goja.
Shabana na Bandari. What were?
Like they have... Crystal Palace and Brighton have a rivalry that has become fierce.
Actually, that's a good thing.
Goja.
It's a good thing for you to check now and then. Kabla tu watu wakuje comment section waseme sawa hajui kitu anaongelea. Tulemba tujui kitu tunaongelea after game ya nini? After game ya ilikuwa game gani? Ilikuwa combined 11. Atujui kitu Juma Logusto alipatia na assist na tukusema. Nikamwambia sema sasa zingine mtu usahau. Si mtu patie break.
Imekuwa derby juu Wondi ndio walikuwa na vuma enzi za kitambo
enzi za kale.
Yeah, third division.
Yeah.
So
also they just hate each other.
Yeah.
Just it's a rivalry.
Yeah. So I'm going for Brighton to win 2-1.
I will go with said who I'm going with.
Palace.
No, I didn't say. I said I'm going with Palace, man. Mateta, that guy, the man with the name similar to my coach. Mateta on the score sheet. Will Hughes, the man. I don't understand how Kenan HMD Nyata
Yes.
has not seen Will Hughes
Be
a baller like that. My list of 5, by the way, those guys are balling. Yeah. Dibbling.
Hughes.
Even though Dibbling has been out.
Igor.
Okay, him is not playing. Everton. Iriagbunam.
Yeah. And
Duran scored again.
Yeah. And who else? I guess the fifth one.
Muli watch bana. But the thing is, I just see the plan. I'm like, yeah.
You wrote it somewhere.
Yeah, I did actually.
Higher. Then at 7:30, we have. This is the first game that both teams will lose.
Who's playing at 7:30?
Manchester City taking on Manchester United.
Yeah!
The Manchester Derby.
Manchester Derby.
Yeah,
Derby.
So before we give our prediction,
hey, I'm ready for this one.
We are doing a combined
HMD combined 11. Yeah. The only person making this team from United is the coach.
And today I'm the one
as assistant.
And today I'm the one to give a set of rules.
But you always want to give a set of rules. But they have to match the previous set of rules.
So since these are the arguably the best two teams in
Manchester.
The world.
In Manchester.
Yeah.
In Manchester.
A good team ama a good player performs in any system.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, so our formation will be what people are not used to. But United fans are used to. We are going for a combined 11 with the 3-4-3 formation. Hiya, the rules are...
Why 3-4-3? No, we can't do 3.
We have to, bro.
Why?
City are bad defensive.
So you reduce the defenders.
City are bad defensively.
So we reduce the defenders on the field.
Now we add 3 defenders. City are bad defensively, so they need more defenders. United. That's what I told you. In a game, both teams will lose for the first time. Yeah. But yeah,
I don't support that team. I'll take it. It's your show.
Yeah, we are
Let's
using
go.
3-4-3.
Let's go.
Only fit players.
My job here is to only put one goalkeeper.
Only fit players.
Sorry.
Only what next?
Players play in their position.
Yes. Yeah.
The only managers who have hair.
And who are under 40. Higher. We go. Goalkeeper.
Ngoja. Lazima nitayarishe notes ndio tukiasema tunaenda nini? Tunasema tunaenda inaitwaje? Tunaenda ratings. Likwe ready. Umse. You are a tricky customer. Very tricky fellow. Very tricky fellow.
Relax.
Sasa uzuri ya sofa skoni. Ukienda pale top. Unachikia wasa wawili. Si kuna Bell na kuna favorite. Ebu select a player. Just select a player first.
Just a minute. Goja. Marcus Rashford.
Ameenda kutafuta Onana cannot make this team, by the way.
He has to. Mtu mwenye akona clean sheets mingi.
How is he making? Mwana mabao na concede.
Shut up.
Tangu tuongea hapa unajua ameconcede bao ngapi?
It was only that game.
Eh?
Shut up, bana. Relax. Calm down. Aya, we start?
Yeah, let's start.
Aya, goalkeeper, I'm going for Nana.
I'm going for Ortega.
Hapo to me rating. Ortega's played 1 game.
3 games. But the point is, he doesn't concede stupid goals like Onana.
Nice. Umona rating? Tuona sasa clean sheet.
7.03. It's a tie.
Tuingie clean sheet. We thank God. We thank you, Jesus.
Sawa. Onana basi.
Yeah. That's so easy. Then my left center back, I'm going for Vardiol.
Left?
Center back.
Z. For what purpose?
What are you going for? Lisandro.
Oh, left center back. Oh, need 3-4.
3-4-3.
Guy, did he even play against Nani? Oh yeah, he did actually. So yeah, I'll take Vardiol. Let's do it.
Kwanza niangalie ratings.
Hakuna ratings, take Vardiol.
Okay, so we take Vardiol.
His rating is higher than all your defenders because he's been scoring.
My central center back, I'm going for Elite.
I'm going for Maguire.
Okay, that can do. That can cut.
Harry Maguire.
Halima. I'd have either.
I'll go for Maguire.
I'm going also for Maguire because hajafungwa.
Maguire's specialty is being the central piece in
the back three. Yeah, true.
If you've watched him from Hull, you will know.
Hull, Leicester, England, and United's earlier. So Maguire, right? Then my right centre back, I'm going for Mazraoui.
I'm going for Ruben Diaz.
Yeah.
I'm going for Ruben Diaz.
Tungie ratings chwaka.
I'm going for Ruben Diaz. I need to check also. Jum say, unaweza kaa hapa ushangae.
Can you put a player twice?
Who do you have to put twice?
After he has lost the first comparison, can you make a comeback later?
Who are you talking about?
Mazraoui. I think Ruben Diaz is rated slightly higher.
Ruben Diaz is rated. Not that you think. Are you reading? Si unasoma?
Yes, that's in Mona. It says Mazraoui is 7.08, Ruben Diaz 7.18.
So it's Ruben Diaz?
Yeah.
When do we chagua players?
It's our. Then we go to right wing back.
Guy, is information gani?
Right wing back, I'm going for Ahmad. Uko na options hapo? Ama hiyo shakubali?
Ndachukua tu.
Yeah, Ahmad.
Ngoja option ni nani?
Ni Ahmad, hakuna mtu mwingine.
Oh no, useme nipatie options ndio nijue.
Rico Lewis na amepewa red card.
Sawa, Ahmad.
Yeah, then
Ahmad is a bowler. I'll take Ahmad.
The two central midfielders.
Ahmad is a bowler.
The two central midfielders.
I'm being coerced.
The two central midfielders.
Rodri.
Rodri yako injured.
Najua, he's still better than all your midfielders.
I'm taking Ugarte. And Kevin De Bruyne.
Ugarte?
City don't have an out-and-out CDM. Ako injured.
Damn. Kovacic is out?
Yeah.
He's going to miss the game?
Yeah.
Sawa.
Then our left...
What's about Ugarte da? KDB. Okay.
Yeah. Our left...
wing back.
Left wing back.
Yeah.
I'm going for Malasia.
Wacha. Hii Man City haida players?
Pena mtu wako, acha kuuliza maswali.
So ndo unafaa kunipatia option alafu na choose. Sasa kama unipei unataka nifanye nini? Vardiol anashika left center back. Ashika Vardiol left center back.
Tuweka hapo Bernardo. Ama Doku.
Doku.
Yeah. You have to put...
I've chosen Doku.
I'm also going for Doku.
I've put Doku. Doku.
How old is Delo?
Delo? I don't know.
Actually, Doku has a nice rating, I think.
Doku.
Yeah, so we're going for Doku as our left wing back.
Yeah.
Then the front three. The easiest of them all. Rashford, Haaland, Bruno Fernandes.
I'm going
Usishike.
Haaland, Savinho, Bruno Fernandes.
Hapo kwa Savinho na Rashford tuangalie nini? Ratings, jamani.
This combined 11 was rigged from the get-go. I was set up for failure. He put 3-4-3 because he knows his team can't play football. Sema tu. Just say it. Say it out loud.
Actually, ni Savinho.
I was.
Savinho has a 7.3 rating. Marcus has a 6.9.
I was slightly confident. I didn't know it was going to pan out.
Yeah, so it's Savinho, Haaland, Bruno. Yeah. Okay.
So squad inakaje?
So our goalkeeper we have Onana. Then back three we have Delete. We have Diaz, Maguire, Vardiol. Then the four hapo katikati we have Ahmad, Ugarte, De Bruyne, Doku. Then the three up front we have Bruno, Haaland, Savinho. Manager, we said we are going for a guy under 40. Ruben Amorim.
You're going for people with hair.
Yeah.
Prediction.
So my prediction, I'm going for a cool 2-1 win to Manchester.
Why 2-1 win to Manchester?
Even too. It's an explanation.
Out explanation. This game is so hard to predict. Like, this is the one time you're just like, what is going to happen? Because you people always wake up for this team. Always, this derby, you've owned it the last few years.
Yeah.
By owning, I mean the results have gone more your way than theirs.
Yeah.
Let me say that, yeah. Injuries are a factor. Kovacic is out. Rico Lewis is suspended.
Gundo is not the same. Haaland is not firing.
I don't know. But
Savinho has not scored in 16 games.
I'm not going to rule out City though.
I think 2-1 Manchester. I didn't specify which side.
I think City is going to. I think City is going to bounce back and salvage a 2-2 draw. I think City is going to bounce back.
To bounce back for a draw, please.
Salvage a 2-2 draw against United.
It will be a nice watch. Hopefully, both teams to score.
Both teams to lose.
Yeah. Next we have Chelsea. They'll be welcoming Brentford at 10 p.m. at the Bridge. Remember how this game ended last season? When their goalkeeper was chasing Mbeumo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going for Chelsea to win 3-1. Revenge time.
Yeah.
It's revenge time.
They're playing too well.
Yeah.
They're playing too well to lose. Even though Brentford score a lot of goals, but they score at home. Away, they're just...
Yeah.
So Chelsea, I'll agree 3-1.
Then we have Southampton, who will be looking to bounce back against Spurs.
Who's looking to bounce back? Both teams.
Southampton will be bouncing back against Spurs.
And Spurs also trying to bounce back.
I know they're counting, they're licking their fingers. Yeah.
Dibbling is back.
Yeah, Dibbling is back. Everyone is back. Except Stephens.
It's hard for me to pick Spurs to win a game.
Because you don't know how they'll turn.
You don't know how they'll turn up.
Yeah.
All the defenders are injured. You know, before this game, they had one fit centre back.
Yeah.
Now they're back to having one fit centre back. After both of them came back, they're back to having one fit centre back.
Yeah.
So Ben Davies, who was playing well there, also is injured.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this team just injuries, bro. So I don't know. I'll go for a famous Southampton win.
I'm also going for
second win of the season. I think they've only won one.
A 2-1 win for Southampton. Then on Monday we have Bournemouth taking on West Ham. We have to share our thoughts and our prayers for Michail Antonio, who was involved in a bad road accident.
Yeah.
And he has been ruled out for 1.5 years.
1.5 years?
Yeah. And we are hopeful that he won't be forced to retire because he's broke his legs. Yeah, so let's pray for the best.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Bournemouth to win this game. I think Lopetegui, as much as was given a chance to turn things around, I don't see it happening. But on the flip side, they have full crew back. But
who scored?
Yeah. Bournemouth will be too good for West Ham,
Yeah.
who haven't been convincing. So I'm going for Bournemouth to win 2-1.
I'm going to go for Bournemouth. 3-2. And Lopetegui to get sacked if he already hasn't been.
Now we enter to the champions.
The champions.
On Tuesday,
Yay.
we have Girona from España taking on Liverpool from England.
From Liverpool. Merseyside Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going for Liverpool win 2-1.
I'm going for 3-1 Liverpool. It should be a nice one. They've rested as well, so this should be a nice, easy game for them, I think.
Then at Bergamo,
Yes.
we have Bergamo Calcio, Atalanta taking on the Los Blancos,
Hey.
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Atalanta will be looking to revenge their loss at the Super Cup.
Yeah.
Funny fact, Atalanta are sitting 5th in the table.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are sitting 24th. Actually, the last team to qualify.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, 24th.
It will be a good game.
Jeez.
And I think Atalanta will be too good for Madrid.
What?
I'm going for Atalanta to win 2-1.
The current league leaders in Syria.
Yes. I'm going for Atalanta to win 2-1.
This is Atalanta's record in the last few games. First of all, these guys are balling.
Ademola.
These boys,
Lukimani.
let me tell you, these boys are balling.
Yeah.
So, they played Milan. They beat Milan 2-1.
Yeah.
This weekend. Last weekend, they beat Roma 2-0 away. They beat Young Boys 6-1 in the Champions League. They beat Atalanta. They beat Parma 3-1. They beat Udinese 2-1 the before that. Then they beat Stuttgart 2-0 before that. Napoli 3-0 away.
Wasishike.
Monza 2-0 at home. Verona 6-1.
Retegi scored a
So-
hat-trick, right?
They have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games on the bounce. And before that, they drew. Then they had won 3 before that. So they have won 12 of their last 13 games.
Yes.
This team is on another level, bro.
I'm going for them to beat Madrid 2-1.
I'll go for a draw. I'm going for a 2-2.
Player to watch. Charles Iclatare or whatever.
De
it's called.
Cataler.
The Catalan.
Proper player.
De Cataler.
Proper player.
Ndio huyo msee.
Then Lukman.
You guys
Retegi.
are literally butting heads. Kuja kumchapa hedi. But yeah, I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
Yeah. Then in Germany, we have Leipzig taking on Aston Villa. Actually, so Ten Hag is linked to Leipzig.
They don't have a manager?
They're looking to sack their manager. I don't know if they have sacked him already.
Leipzig ndio wale walichapwa na nani? Leipzig walichapwa na Brest. Who did Brest beat? Was it Leipzig or Salzburg? I know it was an RB.
Leipzig walichapwa na Inter. Yeah. Maybe Brest will pick Salzburg.
I think Salzburg, yeah. Walichapa Salzburg.
Now Leipzig wana point Champions League wako number 34. I'm tipping them to wake
But
up versus
they've won the
Villa.
last 2 games though.
Yeah, but they haven't
And-
won in Champions League.
But see, now they've won the last 2 games and
Yeah.
with a clean sheet. They've scored 5, conceded 0. 2-0, 3-0 against Kiel and Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah.
So, and Aston Villa also shaky. Aston Villa look like the team right now that they could easily go to Germany and get beaten
Yeah.
if they continue joking the way they are. Did Nani play this weekend? Who started in goal for them?
Oh, let me check.
Was it Martinez?
Duran started and scored the only goal.
Did Martinez start?
Let me check. Nani was benched.
Olson.
Anaitwa Juman. Who striker wa nini?
Watkins.
Yeah. Watkins was benched. Game ilikuwa Saturday?
Game yao ilikuwa Saturday.
Yeah,
5 p.m.
Let me check. Martinez started.
na Southampton.
Martinez started. Na Martin.
Master alianza pia. That means Luca Digne is playing this game.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know, man.
I'm going for Leipzig to
Aston
win.
Villa can't just go
Go
to Aston Villa cannot. The one thing about Emery is he will not bring the game to you.
Yeah.
He'll start conservative and then build to it. Try and hit you in the 60th, 70th minute. Like this
Counter.
is standard. That's just how they play. So I don't know. Leipzig 1-0, bro.
I'm going for Leipzig win 2-1. Then on Wednesday, we have Arsenal from North London taking on Monaco at the Emirates.
Martial, acheze Monaco.
Ako AIK.
Athens.
Yes.
He actually went to Athens.
Yeah.
He's playing in Greece.
Yeah.
Wait.
At least ako karibu na Mykonos.
So Monaco beat Toulouse 2-0 in Liga, their last game. Then they lost to Marseille. Before that, Bril Mbolo scored for them. Lamine Camara was assisted as well. And Mason Greenwood put them to the sword when they played their last Liga game. Champions League, they lost to Benfica 3-2 at home. What number are they in the Champions League?
AC Monaco.
Yeah.
They are 8th. Level on points.
They're 8th.
Yeah, but I've
Wow,
considered
they're
more.
doing so well.
They
They're
are
actually
level on
playing well.
points with Arsenal.
Luckily, these are those Champions League nights. These are the ones we wake up for.
I'm going for a draw 1-1.
That's good for you. I'm going with a 3-0 win.
Uongo.
3-0 win.
Uongo
Na
mbaya.
tutafunga kona.
Uongo. Hiyo ndio bao yenu ya kwanza.
Tutafunga kona.
Actually, equalizer. Then at the Signal, Iduna Park, we have BVB taking on FC Barcelona.
Woo! That's a big one.
Yeah.
This is a really big one, though. It's a really big one. So I think we've spoken extensively about FC Barcelona.
Yeah.
None of us watches the knee like that. We are not Curia Hernandez.
Yeah.
We don't watch Bundesliga and sleep to it.
But I'm saying they drew with Bayern München, then they drew with Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
Then they beat Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League. They beat Freiburg. They lost to Mainz. Barcelona drew to Betis, won at Mallorca, lost to Las Palmas, won at Brest, drew to Celta Vigo.
And what's interesting is that, like the Arsenal game, where Arsenal on 10 points playing Monaco on 10 points, Barcelona on 12 points played Dortmund on 12 points. 3 versus 4.
Yeah.
These are the fixtures that we wanted for Champions League. The big boys. What are the big boys? People at the top. Because now this has implications on both teams, yeah? Like literally you win, you are in a good place. This is a tough one. But
I think I'll go for a cool 2-1 win, Borussia. Simply because
do
they have...
you think this game is going to have less than 4 goals?
Actually, it will be a high-scoring game, but I think Borussia will win it. If they don't pack like they did away at Madrid.
I'm going with the Barcelona 3-2. 3-2. Because Bob is going to his former team. Bob Lewandowski. Yeah?
And also...
Going back to his former team.
The high line, they have Marlen and...
Gittens.
Gittens.
Does Gittens start?
I don't know if it starts. But there's this kid...
Ademola.
No, Adeyemi.
Adeyemi, sorry.
Yeah.
Ademola is Lukman.
Ademola is Lukman.
Talanta.
So that game will be 2-2 at some point.
Yeah. It'll be 2-2 at some point.
Yeah. But I'm going for Borussia win.
3-2.
Yes.
Barcelona.
Then, at the Allianz Arena,
Yeah.
we have Juve
Ooh.
taking on Manchester City.
Did you see their comeback against
Bologna. Bologna, yes.
Oof.
Crazy.
After Nani was sent off, Thiago Motta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Juventus are yet to lose in Serie A, if I'm not wrong. They have shown multiple comebacks. Like that's a proper example of a team. Like when things are down, the players play for the manager.
Yes.
So they're playing well. Even though they're drawing a lot.
They struggle to score. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Games are
Now
making
they're
them
drawing
0-1-1.
a lot. They're drawing a lot,
Yeah.
but they're not losing that many games. I think that match is clear and it's good. If you're not playing well, at least don't lose games.
Yeah.
But too many draws also at some point will come and bite you. They have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games of the last 10. I'm seeing a famous night in Turin, bro. I'm seeing a famous night in Turin, bro.
I think they'll give City a game, but City will prove too good for them.
Too good where? With which defense?
With Haaland, I think.
With which defense?
Defense starts up on the sijui, but I think I'm going for City win 2-1.
Pana. I think they're not ready for Conceição and Cook Miners
And
and
Where?
Vlahovic
Timothy Ware.
and the most important player in this team.
Kenan and Ndegz.
Kenan and Ndegz.
Moto sana.
So kama utakuwa kwa field, there's no way.
Going for City win still, 2-1.
Juve 1-0.
Aya, we jump straight to Europa League.
I don't have the facilities for this one.
We have Victoria Pleasant taking on Manchester United.
There's an interesting story of how they came on the verge of bankruptcy to where they are right now. So I suggest guys give it a read.
Just like Barcelona, just like Arsenal, United and Victoria Pleasant are level on points. 12th and 13th. Conceded the same goals. United have scored one more than Victoria Pleasant. United will be looking to bounce back and build confidence going to the derby.
El Derby.
So I'm going for a United win 3-1.
We don't know anything about Victoria Pilsen, but what I can tell you for a fact is I don't remember the last time they lost a game. The last time they lost a game was in... actually, it was in November. It was 3rd of November. They beat Sociedad, which was a big win.
They lose tomorrow.
They beat, then they won the Bohemians, then they won against Kralove, then they beat Dynamo Kiev in the Europa League, then they beat Jablonek, then they drew, and then they beat Karvina over the weekend. So they've won 6 of their last 7 games. So they are playing quite well, and playing at home, this is the game that they are waiting for a fact. They are waiting for it. You guys, on the other hand, people are coming back from injury. I'm expecting a big game from Lenioro.
Yeah.
I hope he plays. I think he's going to have a big game. He might even start. No, he might start on the bench actually. But yeah, I think you guys have.
Will
it.
prove too good for them. I'm
guys
going
should
for a
win this
United
one.
win 3-1.
I'm going with a 3-2 win to United.
Then in the Europa Conference League, we have FC Astana
Going
taking
up
on
against
Chelsea. I'm going for Chelsea win 4-1.
5-0 Astana. Wait, the thing is, we're just saying Astana. We don't even know anything about Astana. But
I think
they're from Kazakhstan, first of all. For those of you that don't know, they play in Kazakhstan.
Yes. They are second in the league.
In which league?
Kazakhstan League.
Kazakh League.
Yeah, Kazakh League.
Is it Kazakh or Kazaki?
Kazaki.
And then what number are they in the
23rd.
Europa League?
23rd.
23rd.
Yeah.
Playing against the league leaders.
Yes. In 6:30 at 6:30.
Okay, let me just show some respect to Astana because I'm sure they are big in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
So 3-1 Chelsea win.
4-1 Chelsea win.
3-1 Chelsea win.
And with that, we call it quits. Tumemada, tumefinish, tumemalo.
Long ass pod.
Make sure you like, subscribe, share,
Yeah.
and keep following us. Box. We
Yeah.
appreciate your support.
Kabisa.
Asanteni watu wetu.
This is Kenan.
And that's Ndegz.